Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Surfshark VPN. This is a very widely promoted VPN. A lot of people often call it the best budget VPN out there or one of the most affordable VPNs. So I wanted to test that out. I've experimented with it for quite a bit. And in this video, I'm going to give you my honest opinion about how it does and how it stacks up to some of the other top VPNs out there. Now, first off, just a bit about Surfshark and who they are. They are based in the Netherlands, which is a Nine Eyes Alliance country. Now, if you're not sure what that is, it's a group of different countries that shares information, surveillance information, including the internet activity of the people who live within those countries. Now, normally that's a red flag in a VPN because it means that you can't guarantee your personal information is going to be secure and kept private by the VPN. But what Surfshark has done in order to avoid this is have what's called a no logs policy, meaning that they use RAM only servers that do not store or keep any personal information on them. They get wiped out every time the server is rebooted, and they've backed that up by bringing outside independent third-party companies like Deloitte in to verify their systems and ensure that they are really not keeping any user information. This means that if any government agency would ever try to request information about their users from Surfshark, they wouldn't be able to provide it because they just don't have it and it doesn't exist. In terms of the encryption, how they're keeping your data safe, they're using the standard AES 256 and ChaCha20 encryption methods, which are the most secure out there and pretty much practically impossible to crack. So just right away, those are some very good signs: an audited no logs policy, a high level of encryption, so we know we're dealing with a serious privacy-focused VPN. Now in the application itself, you have pretty much three sections. All the way on the left, you have the sidebar with the different features and settings. You have the main panel over here, which has all the different VPN countries you can connect to. Surfshark has 100 countries, which is quite a bit, not as many as some of the other top VPNs out there. You have VPNs like Express with 105, NordVPN with 165. So Surfshark doesn't have as many countries as the competition, but it is still quite a bit. If you want to find out more about the competition, I've done reviews for them as well. You'll find that in the description. Now over here on the right side, we have information about your current connection. And I'm going to go ahead and connect up over here to a server in the United States because I want to show you something that I don't like about Surfshark so much, and that's how long it takes to connect to a server. You can see over here it's at 30%, now 50%, 75%, still connecting, and it just takes a while to connect to a server. And this is something that I really don't like about Surfshark. It just gets to be annoying when you're switching between different servers. You have to wait so long. But eventually, now I'm connected and you can see different information about it. You can see the IP address provided by the VPN. You can see your connection time, how much you've uploaded and downloaded, the protocol that you're using. I'll talk more about that in a second. You have Clean Web, which is a feature that gets rid of ads and trackers. It gives you a safer and less annoying experience when you're on the internet. And then you have NoBorders mode, which is designed to get around different firewalls and give you access to the internet even if you're on a more restrictive network. So I think that's pretty nice. You can see all of that right up front without going anywhere else. They have that like dashboard. You can see all this information. I like that a lot. Just to talk about some of the other things you have going on over here, you have static IP. So whenever you're connecting to a different VPN server, you're going to get a different VPN IP address. And that's very much like your physical house address, but just for your computer on the internet. And that means that every website that you visit, they can see your IP address. Now, right now, because I'm connected to the VPN, they're not going to see my actual IP address where I physically am. They're going to see the VPN IP address. So regardless of where I am in the world, any website I visit is going to think that I'm in the United States because they're going to see this US IP address. And anytime I connect to a different server, that IP address will change. Now, certain websites don't like that. They don't like to see your IP address changing all the time. A lot of times you'll find this with banking apps or financial websites. You might get red flagged or have to do a very annoying reCAPTCHA verification over and over again. So that's why Surfshark offers static IP. And this will give you the same IP address every time you connect to one of these servers. It might be a bit slower than a normal server, but it should avoid a lot of those annoying red flags and reCAPTCHA verifications. Another feature they have over here is called MultiHop, which connects you up to 2 different servers before getting you over to the internet, giving you an added layer of protection and security. And then lastly, there's dedicated IP, which you have to pay a little bit more for this. This is an add-on feature, and what it is, it's like static IP. It'll give you the same IP address every time, but instead of it being a static IP that's shared by everybody using the VPN, it's going to be your own personal IP address that is unique for you. So it's like a static IP, but just better, probably a little bit faster. Personally, I haven't tried it, but if you have tried it, leave me a comment, let me know if it was worth it, and maybe I'll do a video about it next time. Now, in terms of multi-hop, static IP, and just the regular connections over here, how did they actually perform? I've tested them out. I tried doing different things like accessing different streaming libraries. So for example, if you're on Netflix in the United States, you're going to be offered movies and TV shows unique to the US. If you want to go and access a show that's only available in the UK, it just won't be available. A very good example of this is Friends, the TV show. You can't get that in the US. If you try to search for it on Netflix, it just won't show up if you're in the United States. But you can go into Surfshark, you can search over here for the United Kingdom, and right there you can connect to one of these UK servers, and then you would be able to go into Netflix, refresh the page, search for Friends, and it will show up because now Netflix is going to think that you're in the UK. And I've tried this out with not just Netflix, with Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, and I was able to get access to different content libraries. I was able to stream in HD. I had no buffering or lag. It worked really well. I was very pleased with that, and I found that Surfshark is a great VPN if you're going to be using it for streaming. And while streaming is one of the most common ways that people use a VPN, you can also use it for pretty much any platform that's limited based on location. So that could be a cryptocurrency exchange, it can be an online gambling or sports betting website. Surfshark does a great job at making it seem as if you're somewhere else in the world whenever you're using the internet, regardless of where you're physically located. But one of the things that I was really surprised with Surfshark is how balanced they are in terms of not just being able to get you around different geo restrictions, but also having a nice balance with the privacy and security aspect of a VPN. Their add-on features here are pretty much all geared towards giving you more privacy online. They have alternative ID, which gives you a different set of credentials that you can use in order to sign up for different things online. You can avoid getting spammed or tracked by different marketers or advertisers. They also have the alert feature, which keeps track if any of your personal information and data has been leaked out over the internet. It's actually pretty extensive and I use it myself. Another thing that I use quite a bit is their antivirus. It's pretty much like a mini antivirus. You can do scans of your whole computer. You can put risky files into quarantine, and I find this to be a very nice add-on that just comes together with the VPN, and you can just set it up. It's very easy to use. Lastly, something that personally I don't really use, but for some people out there you might like it. It's a search engine designed to get you results without ads and without factoring in different things like your location or your previous searches. So it's trying to get you the purest search results possible. Now, just lastly over here in their settings, they have a few different things going on. So I'm going to go into the VPN settings. That's what we're really talking about here, the VPN. I mentioned Clean Web before. That blocks ads, trackers, and malware when the VPN is connected. It won't work if the VPN is disconnected. You have the kill switch that will disconnect the internet if the VPN ever stops working. So that's really nice if you're on a network that's not so secure, like a public Wi-Fi network, something like that, where you always want to make sure that you're connected to the internet together with the VPN. You can get that done with the kill switch. And then you have the protocol. This is how the VPN connects up to the internet. And depending on which protocol you choose, the main thing you'll find that's going to be affected is your speed, your internet connection. Now, WireGuard is going to be the fastest and the best one to go with if it's available, and OpenVPN UDP is going to be the next best one, with OpenVPN TCP being the slowest. Now, WireGuard is not always available, but OpenVPN is almost always available. There's also some other features that come with OpenVPN just because it's older and it's been built up more. So for example, obfuscation, which is when a VPN hides the fact that it's even a VPN. So it makes it harder for websites that you're visiting to detect that you're connected to the internet with a VPN. You'll only get that with Surfshark if you're using OpenVPN. So you get that added anonymity, but you also will get lower speed speeds at the same time. And while it's nice that Surfshark does offer obfuscation with the OpenVPN protocol, if you're using a VPN like ExpressVPN, they have their own lightweight protocol, which will get you those fast speeds and the obfuscation together all at once. So that's one of the reasons that ExpressVPN is my personal favorite. It's the one that I use on a daily basis. But for Surfshark, what it's offering here, and definitely at the price that it's offering it at, it's a pretty good deal. And that brings me to the last point here. Surfshark is very affordable. People say it all the time, and it is the truth. Compared to the competition, Surfshark comes in at a great price, and I'll even have a discount link for you in the description to give you an even better deal. But all in all, for the features that Surfshark is giving you, 100 locations to choose from, you're using the WireGuard protocol, you have clean web, all these different things coming in. It's really a very solid deal, and it's worth checking out if you want a high quality VPN without breaking the bank. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know if there's anything else about Surfshark or a different VPN related topic you'd want me to cover. Let me know your experiences with Surfshark. I'm always looking to hear what you guys have to say. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.